Welcome back to my channel. It is me, Marquise G, and I'm so grateful to have you here on my channel watching this video. If this is your first time here on this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below, like this video, comment, and then go back and check out all the other videos so you can get caught up, so you can get ready for what we have next, okay? So my mom's here again, which means it is another episode of Mommy-Daughter-ish. Yay! So the first episode was very, very good. If you have not seen it yet, we broke it down into 2 parts, which I will have probably up here somewhere. So make sure you go back and check that out.
Please do.
Yes. So that episode was kind of just like a, a warm-up episode of what we're going to be getting into. I don't know. We just kind of go with the flow, however we feel, whatever came across our minds that week. That's just what we're going to talk about. This week, we're going to break down something we actually mentioned in the last video, which was the iconic line,
boyfriends get hot dogs, okay?
That seemed to be the trigger phrase.
Yeah.
A lot of people. A lot of people, particularly males. I don't know, a lot of males weren't a fan of the line, but a lot of females were a fan of the line. So that's pretty interesting. So yeah, we're gonna break that down. But first, I want to start off with a little product placement. If you haven't seen here, okay, your girl's trying to get our marketing skills together.
Take it away, Vanna.
Not Vanna. So today, I support Black business, of course. And I like to support local Indianapolis business. And so today, our wine is brought to you by Where's Mike G on Instagram. So this is a wine that he made with Daniel's Vineyard here in Indiana. He did a collaboration with Daniel's Vineyard to create his own wine, which I thought was super, super dope because this is something I've been looking into doing. So I thought it was super cool. He is a marketing specialist, food blogger, clothing designer, all that good stuff here in Indy, and he's doing some great things. I love it. Yeah, he's amazing. He's super dope, super dope. I love his content. It's definitely something I love because it's along the lines of what I'm trying to get into. So yeah, so he had a wine that he came out with. This is actually one of the custom bottles, I guess. That's not the word I want to use, but basically he only had 200 of these bottles with yellow caps. Limited edition. Bam. Okay, that's why she be here, y'all, because my other brain don't be working. But yes, he had 200 limited edition bottles. I got bottle 103. Okay. So, 103 has his name signed right here, Mike Gillis. I believe is how you pronounce his last name. If not, I'm super, super sorry. But yes, all the artwork here was like custom made, I believe, by someone here in Indy as well. It's called Reflections, a blend by Mike G. It is a red wine blend, and it is a dry red wine. So that's interesting. I'm normally not a fan of dry, but yeah, so yeah, we'll see how that goes.
She does not like it.
I'm not a fan. I'm gonna have high hopes. It says, I'll read his bio super quick. It's on the back. It says, Mike Gillis, a native of East Chicago, Indiana, is an entrepreneur, connector, and philanthropist. Literally me, hello. Known for his work in the Indianapolis food and beverage scene, he is popular for connecting the dots for people in the best places in the city and surrounding areas to visit. He looks at life like a canvas. Each step he takes in a brushstroke, painting his picture. Okay.
Come on.
Made in collaboration with Mike G, this wine is an art piece meant to be consumed, enjoyed, and cherished for time to come. Okay, it's poetic out here. I love it. So yeah, so this is the limited edition bottle. So I have one to pour, one to store. Okay, period. So yes, we have the wine here. So we're gonna give a little live taste test. We be real daring doing these live reviews for y'all, just in case. I mean, I guess I could just cut it out if it doesn't go well, but we gotta be honest.
I was just thinking that we should probably taste it.
Let's smell. No, because it's gotta be in real time, you know. So it smells. You gotta waft. I think you gotta waft. Waft. I'm like, what? You like, put it closer? No. Waft. It smells very good. It smells fruity. It doesn't smell dry. It had a little.
Smells dry to me.
It does.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell that dry to me. It had a spritzy little effect when it came out the bottle. So I have had it for a few weeks now. So, okay, well, here we go.
Cheers. Not bad. Okay.
It's definitely dry.
It's not super dry.
It's not super dry.
It's not super dry.
It's not super dry.
It actually reminds me of a red blend.
You know what? This is grown wine. That's what it is. This is
very much
grown
so
wine.
is.
I have been trying to get into dry wines at least recently, but I don't really like the taste of alcohol, period. So dry wine really gives me like straight alcohol, like shot of Patron alcohol. Whereas like sweet wines give me like a mixed cocktail type vibe.
Oh.
So maybe I think that's why I like sweet.
Okay.
But I do like wine, so I'm trying to expand my palate. But it's very good. It's dry, but it has a spritzy, so it's not like dry wine normally makes your throat feel dry.
Yeah.
But it doesn't give me that. So it's a nice little.
It really gives me a red blend effect, and I like a red blend.
That's what
it is a red blend. I know my wine.
Red wine blend. Okay, because she grown.
Don't play with me.
Grown.
I know my wine. Don't play.
She's grown.
And my cocktails and beer.
Yeah.
Don't play with me. Okay.
Yes, I want you to know she put her nighttime cocktail to the side just for this wine. She was just like, oh no, I gotta taste that. I gotta taste that. She put her whole cocktail to the side. And I want y'all to know she really like y'all because she is determined to always put on the lip and some earrings before we start these recordings.
Always a lip.
Always. I be like, girl, they gonna get me however I come. I'm just dressed like this because I ain't took my work clothes off yet. So it is what it is. But okay, so before we get into the real tea, I'm gonna play a little game, so y'all can get to know us a little bit more, So we're gonna play, I guess it's not really a game, but we're just gonna give like fun facts or whatever. So I already know her, so I'm gonna let her go last. I'm gonna give my fun fact. So my fun fact is, okay, I'll do this one because I don't really talk about this a lot. And okay, so my fun fact is that I have burn marks on my tongue. So if you've never noticed, I don't know if you can see, but I have like little dots on my tongue, and they're actually burn marks that come from disclaimer, it's not child neglect. It's not child neglect. It's trial and error parenting.
She's the first one.
Trial and error. They love me very much. They've taken great care of me. But yeah, I just be a little hungry. If you haven't seen from any of my food videos, I be a little hungry. I've always been that way. I've always been that way. So because of my own greed and not neglect of anyone else, I burned my tongue as a young infant with milk. So I now have permanent marks on my tongue. And yeah, so that's my fun facts. Most people, like, I randomly started asking people here in the last year or so, and they're like, I never even noticed until you said something. But I feel like I always notice it, but I mean, it's my tongue. Yeah. So. I don't know, when I was in elementary school, it really used to bother me a lot because I didn't want people to think like I had a disease or something. Because I really never paid attention to what it was until, I don't even think I asked about it until I was in middle school? I don't know, I was old before I started asking about it really, so. But yeah, that's my fun fact. So I'll let you go ahead and tell your fun
fact.
That.
Don't judge me.
I'm sorry. Hold on. We got a lot of noise going on.
That's my hubby.
Yeah.
Fun fact. I used to believe that I was dark skinned.
I want you to actually, Dad, come here, because I want you to see oh, he's gonna put me on hold. But I want you to understand, like, I don't know, like she looks fairly dark right now in this light. But she believes she's like this color.
Y'all see it. I thought I was dark skinned, y'all.
Now for me, I never really broke down all the colors of the spectrum. Like to me, you was white, light skin, dark skin. Like in my head, that's all it was. Now, in my growth and development, I've learned that, you know, there are different terminologies. People prefer to be referred to as certain things, and, you know, I'm respectful of that. However, I've been this color my whole life. So, and even for me, like, I never really called myself dark skin or like brown skin or anything like I was just, I don't know. But I knew she wasn't what I was, but she believed, like, this is my dad. You gotta bend down. Oh. Dark skin, right? Real dark skin.
Real dark.
Real dark skin. Real light skin. Okay? Just, I don't know where she put that connection.
She's dark skin though.
Yeah, but she's dark skin. Okay. But yeah, so that's her fun fact. So let us know in the comments what, you know, your color gradient is.
What spectrum? What color you on the spectrum?
Are you on the spectrum? Because and what colors would you refer to us as? Because I don't believe that. Yeah, I know for a fact we not the same color. Whatever you want to call it, we're not the same color. But I just, you know,
I'm gonna say somebody referred to me a long time ago as being dark skinned,
and whoever was blind. Okay,
and so I took that on. I really did. And in the summer, I get dark. I do. I get
just
very
like
dark
me. You know, everyone gets very dark. And that's like, but I get light in the wintertime, so now I'm light skinned.
I'm done.
That's not how that works.
Can we move on?
Moving on, topic at hand. So we're discussing boyfriends get hot dogs and what that means, right?
Finally.
So in the last video, we were basically just talking about the difference in dating between our two generations, basically. And then that led further into, you know, expectations in relationships and how we handle ourselves, specifically as women. And one, I would like to disclaim that we are equal opportunity here. We are not bashing either sex. We are not you know, we're not, you know, everybody's decision is their own. How they like to live their life is your own. This is just our own perspectives, okay? Just putting that out there. But, yeah, so we were just talking about how, you know, as women, how we usually go into relationships and how you should go into relationships, right? So, my mom coined the phrase, boyfriends get hot dogs. So I'll let you explain first what you meant by that.
I know a lot of people took offense to that, mainly males. And it's not that you aren't deserving of more than hot dogs. It's really to do with how we as females, as women approach relationships. And a good point when we brought it up, a good point that my husband made was that did your boyfriend get hot dogs? Because, you know, he's been my boyfriend for almost 27 years now. So he was like, did your boyfriend get hot dogs? And I said, absolutely not. He did not get hot dogs, which is why I am very confident in speaking on this subject from my own experience and, you know, the observation and talking to other women who are also married. So that being said, boyfriends get hot dogs is because it's a couple of things, but one of the things is that we as women tend to over romanticize every single relationship we get in. Every time we come across a male, it's getting better now because we are, you know, taking our place as women in this world. So it's getting better, and thank God. But even still, we tend to turn every guy that we meet into a husband in some way, shape, or form, even if it's just hypothetical. You know what I mean? We get into that you know, if I ended up stuck with you, could I do this with you? You know what I mean? Would you be a good provider? You know, and this is just, you know, the first date.
The first date, the first text message.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We do not date. And so, you know, if you saw the last video, if you haven't, please go back and check. I said date them all, sis. Because we as women wife ourselves to death to too many relationships. You know, we get in a relationship and we cooking and cleaning and we holding it down and, you know, we the ride or die. And we doing all this to prove ourselves worthy of being a wife to somebody who isn't worthy of a husband material. You know what I mean? And then the next thing you know, you done wiped yourself out to 5, 10, 15, 20 different males and you still ain't married yet.
Ooh.
Oh.
You done did all this cooking, cleaning, washing clothes, all of this, that, and the third, and you still ain't married yet. You know, that's why I say date them all, sis. Some men are just made or just for a meal and just for fixing something. I'm not saying mistreat or misuse anybody, but every male that walks in your life is not meant for long-term companionship, let alone a husband, okay? Now, let's say you get with a guy like myself at a young age and y'all do build that relationship up. And also, I'm sorry, before I go there. And when I say it's nothing wrong with showing a guy what you have the ability to do. So, you know, if you know how to cook and you want to let them know, hey, if you act right, this could be you. You know what I mean? You know, let them know what you can do. It's okay. It's all right. It's nothing wrong with that. Let them, you know, give a sneak peek, but don't show them the whole movie during the trailer. You know what I mean? Don't do that. But then, like I said, I'm just saying, the trailer is for a purpose, okay? But then say you get into, you know, you meet a guy at a young age and y'all build that rapport and y'all build that relationship. Naturally, there's a dating period, you know what I mean? The non-married period. And then again, you feel a little bit more comfortable and or obligated being in wife mode, you know what I mean? You feel that way, and so now you're giving your whole wife duties to them. You know, again, we cooking, we cleaning, we taking care of kids, we flipping, doing flips on you and hanging from chandeliers for you. We doing it all for you, and we doing that for years and years and years to come. And you do get married, but then you get to a point now you burnt out. Mm-hmm. Because you gave him the whole movie during the trailer. Now he wants you to keep performing that movie. He don't give a damn about that trailer no more. He want that movie, and not only does he want the movie, he wants sequels to it. You see what I'm saying? But sis, you tired. You tired now. You like, listen, I don't want to cook no more. I'm tired of cleaning all the time. You know what I mean? I'm tired of whatever. But, you know, you should leave something to the imagination, not just for him, for yourself as well. You know what I mean? A lot of people say, you know, people get divorced. Money is like one of the number one cause of divorce. Mm-hmm. And really it's the what they say, the fuel to the fire, the fuel. It's the last straw. It's the last straw, really, because what it is that you deal with all this over here. You don't do this, you don't do that, you don't do that, you blah 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 blah. You tired, and then it comes to and you broke. That's really how it is. It's never just he or she don't have no money or he or she don't know how to manage money. It's all this over here that I've dealt with, and you broke. Mm-hmm. And then that's it right there. That's it. I'm done. I'm walking away. I'm not doing that. let him be a boyfriend and let him eat hot dogs. You know what I mean? You know, if you want to fix it up and put some chili, some coney sauce on it with some cheese and onions, you know, give him some little chips on the side. Give him an actual hot dog bun and not a folded up piece of bread. You know, it's okay. But stop wifing yourself out.
Yes.
To everybody. For one, taking on all them bodies, you letting out all your goodies everywhere. Then when you get to the one that you really want, your goodies is all used up, and he ain't saying nothing because he love you, but he know your goodies feel used up. He know it. Stop wifing
This
yourself.
a used car.
Stop wifing yourself out to everybody. It's okay to date. Everybody is not husband material. Everybody's not wife material. But you know, men hold out for their wife. You know what I mean? Men hold out for their wife. You see it all the time. A man is with a woman for decades, you know, and then he never marries her, and then meets another woman and marries her in 6 months. You know what I mean? They hold out. You hold out, sis. You hold the key. You got the cookie. I mean, I'm not saying let's not be vengeful and do a power struggle, but what I'm saying is you are worthy of whatever you desire. Don't let this man determine your worth by your ability to cook, clean, and bear kids and take care of them. You are way more than that. And there's nothing wrong with being that. I love being a mom. They are the best part of me. You know what I mean? I love being a wife because I do this wife thing. You know what I mean? But sis gets tired. You see what I'm saying? I'm fortunate to have only wifed myself to one individual. I don't see how people do this over and over again. That's it. This is where the road is right here. We don't work out. That's it. So, but yeah, don't wife yourself. Boyfriends get hot dogs. I tell them, if I ever hear them talking about I gotta hurry up and get to the store so I can get such and such food because he want this to eat, I will punch them in the throat. I will punch them, and you ain't missing somebody, or y'all haven't had this extensive talk about long-term commitment. You know what I mean? Stop wiping yourself out.
Yeah.
Boyfriends get hot dogs. You see what I'm saying? And that's okay. They'll adapt. Don't be worried about whether or not you're going to keep a man. If a man want to be kept, he'll be kept. Food, sex, none of that keeps a man. A man got to want to be kept.
Wow. That was so much. She was passionate.
That was.
I can't lie, this wine got me a little tipsy. I was focused, but I was also like trying to focus real hard. I was like, wow, like I feel my eyes getting heavy. Y'all, I don't take a lot. I'm really a lightweight, but yes, all of that. All of that. I'll say my interpretation would be one, it wasn't literally hot dogs, okay? So just know that. I know some people are literal folks. It doesn't literally mean they only get hot dogs. One, I don't even eat hot dogs, so I'm not gonna serve you nothing I don't eat myself. It just means that you don't have to go all out, and the whole you being a wife to everybody and you ain't even a wife yet, like, why? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like as women, we try so hard to prove ourselves.
Yes.
We try so hard to prove ourselves. And one, it's not really anything to gasp at or beat yourself up about or look down upon or anything, because I mean, honestly, we didn't really know no better. You know what I mean? Like I said in the last video, pretty much my behavior towards guys or in relationships was because of the things that I was seeing around me. You know what I mean? So if all you see, good or bad, you know what I mean, you might have been raised around healthy relationships and, you know, healthy role model relationships, or you might have been raised around dysfunctional relationships and you want to do the opposite and also trying to fill that void as well. If that's all that you know, that's just what you're going to try to do. The thing is that we have to learn a balance. You see what I'm saying? We have to learn a balance. And you might meet the love of your life in high school. You know what I mean? Or you might meet them when you're 35. Who knows? That's the trajectory I'm on at this point. And I'm just saying, who knows? You never know. So you just have to be able to have that balance, and then also be able to truly have discernment. You need to truly discern, and especially for my age group, right? I'm 24, about to be 25. Let me put this on the table. Sure. Okay. I'm 24, about to be 25. And right now, the decision, not always saying, you know, I just freely made decisions and, you know, but essentially I did. I could do whatever I wanted to do. And I still can, but I have to be more cognizant and more aware of some of the choices that I'm making now. That's literally like my favorite word.
Okay.
Cognizant. If you're not using cognizant, what are you doing? I'm just saying, if you're not cognizant, I don't know what you're doing in life. But anyways, I have to be more aware of the choices that I'm making, because they essentially have an effect on what the rest of my life is going to look like, especially when it comes to the men that I choose to date. So, like right now, I'm trying to, you know, build a career, build wealth, and all these other things, establish things for myself. So if I'm with a man and I have a kid right now, that puts a large brick in my road, you know what I mean? So I have to be I have to be very aware of the choices that I'm making. If I decide to get with a guy, you know, based off of surface level things, and I go head over heels for this person, and I'm, you know, going in, and in my mind, I think he's the one, but I've only based it off of surface level things, and then we end up being together for 4 or 5 years, and then I find out the person underneath, and I don't like that person. Well, now I've given 4 or 5 years to this person. Now I'm 30.
Now you feel obligated.
Now I feel obligated because I'm
and
old.
You don't even like this dude
At all.
You gonna give me ugly grandkids.
Oh my
No.
gosh. Oh my gosh, that escalated. That escalated.
I'm sorry, there's no such thing as ugly kids.
Well,
ugly babies. No.
But you just have to be more aware, and we just have to make sure that we're not over giving ourselves at the jump. Especially, when I'm saying us, I'm talking about myself as well, because it took me a while to really, and this is my mom, and she's not saying nothing different to me than she said my whole entire life. It's just, again, you have to be in a place where you can receive certain things to truly understand and implement them.
Yeah. And
that's the point where I'm at in my life. So we have to be aware that we really, like, when we see a guy, we start talking to guys, we jump off the porch super fast.
Yes. Oh my God.
Super fast. Like, it literally, like, it makes it so, now, like, on the outside looking in, it's so crazy to me to see how quickly we can jump to stuff so fast. And the things with guys is that we always get mad at, I don't understand how he can talk to this girl, that girl, because they don't attach. They don't attach. And the reason why is because they can find certain things in each girl that they like, which is where we get roster from. What is on a roster? You have individual players who fulfill a different need.
Wow. Boom. You better learn me.
Look, I'm just saying. I did good. I did good. I'm just saying. So when you're filling your roster, you're getting people that are fulfilling a different need for you, and that's okay. And that's something I really had to learn now that I've been, you know, really listening to people listening to men and listening to different shows and podcasts from guys that are from different places, especially from the South. Like the 85 South Show. If you don't watch the 85 South Show with the comedians Carlos Miller, Chico Bean, DC Young Fly, Clayton English, they really gave me a lot of perspective into how guys really think and maneuver. And I don't know if it's because I'm from Indiana and it's kind of like a smaller, you know, more country place. But like, they really are just like, yeah, we got hoes. And Like, yeah, I bought her a purse. And then I went to this chick house afterwards. Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, and they understand, and then they make that understanding. That's one thing I will say is that they tend to make that understand, from what I'm seeing, they tend to make that understanding a little clear with the people they date. But also the females there might be a little bit differently bred than we are here. That they have that understanding as well. Because like I said, I don't really have the city girl formula. So I don't really know how this works. I'm just piecing things together. And if you have more insights, just please let me know. Please let me know for research purposes, okay? I'm just trying to understand. But it seems to be a different code of some sort happening in these other places that they understand. Like, it's okay to just have this person on call, essentially. You know what I mean? And it does, I feel like people get, make certain things derogatory. You know what I mean? I feel like people make it such a bad thing to, like, when we say, oh, I got hoes and stuff. Why does it have to be, I just have people to talk to? Like, shoot, he might be busy, so why I gotta be at home? What?
I agree, sis.
I'm just saying, like, it is what it is, and it doesn't have to be. Again, I think it's because we especially emphasize sex too much in every relationship. Like, every relationship you have doesn't have to be a sexual thing. You know what I mean? You need people that you can just talk to, that you can just hang out with, you know, do activities with, things of that nature. We make everything so sexual, and I think that's what creates the problem. Because when you, no matter how much you say, like, oh, I'm just doing this, you know, to feel good, and then I'm on to the next, like, it doesn't matter. Like, soul ties are real. You exchange energies with people when you engage in those activities. You're going to become connected in some way, shape, or form. And all it takes is one, like, emotional day, emotional night, one special gift to be given. And especially as a woman, like, oh, it's butterflies immediately. Like, oh my God, he listens to me. Da, 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 da. Like, no. He just was at Walmart. He so happened to turn around. There was a Kit Kat. He was like, oh yeah, she said she likes Kit Kat.
Okay,
Like,
and that's it.
That's literally
Leave
all
it
it
right
was.
there.
That's
Do not
all
get
it
excited about a Kit Kat unless it holds a special deep meaning.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't know, your granny gave it to you on a deathbed. Don't get excited over Kit Kat.
Don't get excited over Kit Kats.
Let it just be a Kit Kat.
Just let it be a Kit Kat. So at the end of the day, everybody just be free until you feel like this is really the person you're supposed to commit to. And you will know it's the person you're supposed to commit to, one, because you'll feel it. You'll really feel it, and not just immediate. It'll be a feeling, not a thought.
Everybody ain't your king.
A feeling, not a thought, okay? Really pay attention. Discern, one, with God, but then two, between your feelings and your thoughts, if this is a person that you really need to be connected to. And be aware of the signs. A lot of times we ask for signs, and because they're not delivered to us how we want them to be, we look over them. But you are giving, if you are really God-fearing and you're asking God to really show you if this is the person for me or not, He will show you. Or not, but He will tell you either way. So make sure you're discerning between those two things, and know that there will be specific actions done on your behalf and the significant other's behalf to show you that this is what they really want. So I gotta stop talking because I feel sexy as fuck. This wine got me like,
Okay.
sitting in the back with a gangster lean.
Okay.
You don't feel that?
No.
Did I eat today? 3 recaps for this episode. Be free. Stop wifing or husbanding, if you're doing it from a male side, yourself out to people.
It's another conversation.
Yes.
Oh shoot, okay. Dad's about to get in on the conversation on the next one. What's the third takeaway? Buy this wine. Oh, I don't think you can buy it. So that can't be the takeaway. I think it's support Mike G for sure though. I'll leave his information in the comments, in the information below. And yeah, just be happy. Be happy. Focus on yourself. Build yourself.
Yes.
Build yourself. Become the person that you want. the match to the complement, okay? Not the other half, the complement to the person that you want to attract into your life, okay? So that's all we got for this episode. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Hopefully by the time this video comes out, we've hit 100 subscribers. If we have, shout out to y'all.
Yes.
Thank you so much. If we get to 100 subscribers, we'll get a squad name going. I don't know what it's gonna be yet, but we'll give the community a name once we get to 100 subscribers. If we not at 100 subscribers, shame on you, okay? Yeah. Shame on you.
Yeah.
But anyways, we love y'all. Remember, you're strong, you're fearless, and you're capable of anything and everything that you want to do. And we will see you next time. Bye.